Live from Los Angeles, it's Hump Day in time for the Kruse Control Show. And here's our host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I'm your host as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back everybody. Happy Hump Day. We have made it through the hump and here we go. I'm excited about it, guys. Hope you had a great week so far. Missed you on Monday. Thanks for tuning in for that special occasion yesterday. So much going on as all. I'm excited to have this great panel back today. And guys, just very quickly because there's a lot going on for everybody. Just right off the top. HBO Max, or Max is now HBO Max again, guys. Here we go. HBO Max is back again. They have dropped that Max thing. They have rebranded. Now they're officially HBO Max one more time. So Max in the past. And who cares? I don't know. But I'm happy they brought home box office back good right now. Finally, guys, home box office is back. Thanks for being here, guys. Happy Hump Day. And joining me back on Kruse Control, of course, is that thirsty daddy himself, Mr. GR Waters. What's up, GR?
Hey, Brian. What's up, bud?
Good. How you doing, GR?
Another exciting Hump Day.
Right? Very exciting, GR. How you doing, GR? You having a good day?
Yeah, I stayed inside in the AC, no going outside in that heat.
It's so hot right now. It's hot in the studio here too. I can't even handle it right now, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fun. Are you excited about HBO Max being HBO Max one more time? What's up, Secret H Man?
Oh, I'm excited beyond words.
I know it was keeping you up at night for the whole time it's been. You've been complaining for years, it feels like now, GR. So you got to be just excited, and you're dancing on the streets tonight, right?
God. I mean, what else in the world could a man want than to have HBO Max back?
I know. It's about day and time they went back to the whole Max thing, or drop the Max, make it HBO. So happy to have you back, GR. Happy to have you back. Happy Hump Day. Good to see you, Queen. Good to see you, Queen. Yeah, big show happening tonight. And joining us back on Kruse Control, of course, he wouldn't be here if it wasn't a Wednesday, wasn't a day that ended with a Y. Of course, the man himself is here. I think he's here. Is he here, everybody? Do you see him? I'm going to hold off on him because I don't see him. Joining us back on Kruse Control. Excited to have him back. Been a long time. Actor extraordinaire, guys. He's had his own podcast. He's been dominating the wavelengths here in LA. Happy to have him back. My friend and yours. Welcome back, Mr. Paul Allen Dixon. What's up, Paul? Good to have you back, man.
Happy to be back. I love the sparks. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be back on Kruse Control, and I am so impressed with the new intros you have, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've been working on a bunch of different random things as we've been kind of like building up and changing and evolving, you know? It's been great.
Yeah, totally. And I saw GR has a Kruse Control cup. Where do I get that?
You can find
that in my life.
You can find it on our, of course, on all of our pages.
Hang on, Brian, yeah. I'll show him right now. How's that?
Okay, you're going to put it up there? He's going to put the scroll on. GR's running the scroll. He is the technical director for a reason here. But yeah, we have the merchandise on the main YouTube page. You know, if you're coming back all the time, man, I'll take care of you. We try to take care of our people.
Every time I come back, you're up leveled like 10. You keep going up a level, and I'm just like, wow, I don't recognize this anymore. You're going to be too big for everyone. That's the problem.
Hey, we're growing, man. We got 18,000 subscribers now, so that's
nice.
Cool. The numbers keep going
Congratulations.
up.
Yeah, big deal.
Big deal. Thanks, man. I appreciate your support on the ballot too. I've been trying to run for SAG after president.
Yeah.
I'm on the ballot for local president for sure, so at least I have that. The national president's been tough, but at least I can help maybe the local here. But I'm on that ballot for sure. So yeah, it's
good
cool,
luck.
Man.
Break a leg. That's
thanks,
cool.
man. How have you been? How's life been?
Paul, if you see the scroll down the bottom of the screen there, you'll see where Shopify. It says,
my Shopify. Got it. Yeah, I'll be doing a little Google later.
We'll take care of you, man. How's life? What have you been up to?
Just writing my own material and doing a bit of traveling, going to either Italy or France later this year. Also working on some. Go to Italy. It's like no competition. I've just been really reassessing what I want to do in the entertainment industry when things are, kind of still on the rebound. So mostly writing and working on projects that I can make into short films. And, just wait until things come back, hopefully soon. Yeah.
Hopefully soon, man.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's a Jaws poster. I'm a huge fan of. I've got tickets for the 50th anniversary IMAX showing next month, I believe.
Oh, amazing. That's exciting, man. So is it just like a trip you're trying to plan right now? Or are you looking for something in France and Italy? You're trying to just take a little break?
I was just trying to get out and see the world, I went to London last year. It was one of the greatest, trips I've ever taken in my life. So, yeah, I'm excited to just get out there and be more of a person.
Yeah, man, we have to. I love that. We have to experience life.
Yeah.
France, if you stay away from Paris, France is a nice country.
I've been to Paris. I went there when I was like 16, and I did not like it. And maybe I need to go back and as an adult. I don't know, but
no, it's terrible.
I love Paris. I'm not going to. I'll fight you on this. I like Paris. I had a good time when I was there. There's a lot of great restaurants, good people. Sometimes you get some flack.
But they're the rudest. That's the rudest city I've ever been in my life.
Well, it's interesting. A lot of people say they don't like London too, and I don't get it. I went there and I just had a great time.
Me too. But I've only been there. But I've only been there 14 times.
Oh, okay. Well, you've been there a little more than me. That's for sure.
I have one advantage over you, Paul. I'm a British subject.
Oh, well, thank you for your service. I
did that too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What branch?
SEAL Team 1.
Hell yeah. Air Force, Chair Force.
Yeah. You guys. I love you guys.
We call you sky jockeys.
Yeah. That's accurate. Yeah. I
love that. Hey, Paul, what do you think about that HBO Max rebranding? What do you think about that?
I don't know why they went to Max in the first place. It's ridiculous. Like, I hated that name. It sounds like a 90s kid name, It's weird. HBO, you think immediately home box office, prestige television. This is Max. What the hell is that? So I guess I'm okay with HBO Max at least. At least get HBO in there. But I think it's just ridiculous. Stick to what you're good at.
Yeah, I agree. And that has that, like you're saying, it has that prestige to it. People know what HBO is. How many years has HBO been a brand? And that's like you're just gonna throw it away like it's nothing.
You think of Game of Thrones. You think of The Sopranos. You think of like these amazing the golden age television shows. And then when you hear Max, you're like, Max, Cinemax. What are you talking about? Yeah.
What's up, King?
Shady Cinemax, just saying.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and we don't want to talk about Cinemax and Max. They're different worlds compared to them. It's confusing.
Yeah. So HBO just needs to stick with HBO.
Yeah, I think they got that. Home box office. Let's keep it at that and leave everything behind. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, man.
Sean's supposed to be here too. I think he's in the middle of a storm, so I don't know if he's going to come back, guys. But hopefully he appears back.
He came back for about 30 seconds once, Brian, while you were talking.
Yeah,
and then he blinked back out.
He's going to figure it out. He'll figure it out. Welcome here, Ken. Good to see you, man. Happy to have you here. Edward Hyde, Queen. Guys, thanks for being here. Secret Agent, man. Hope you're having a great night tonight, guys. But there's a lot going on. Let's keep this ship moving. Hopefully Sean pops in. But it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. There's always a lot of news going on. It could be a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Any week, there's always one thing going down on Kruse Control, guys. And you know what that is, guys. That is a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, everybody. So I want to talk about TikTok first, actually. So TikTok, guys, is going to be going away in March of 2026. Officially, there's an independent, bunch of all these big people coming in to buy, big tech guys buying it. And they want to launch a new program called M. It'll be launching September 5th. And their plan is for everybody to move over to there and then eventually shut down TikTok. Now, I still said before, I was talking about this on King of Kruse this morning, is that I just don't know how it's going to work for everybody that has their subscriber base and their fans there and their audience. and it's not going to be moving over seamlessly. So I think that's really going to affect those people and their streaming. But also, too, it's like it's going to be only for America, only for America. So I'm telling you right now, if you want that new program, they're not going to be across the world. It's going to be the very first American-only social media platform, and we'll keep you posted as that keeps moving on. But they keep pushing it and going, and TikTok can't be stopped. Just like Tires, guys. Did you guys watch this Tires show over there on Netflix? I love Shane Gillis. I think he's hilarious. But this has been going for a while. They got picked up for a third season. And for me personally, I'm like, when I first saw it, I'm like, they have 2 seasons of this already on Netflix? I had no idea it was out there. And I started watching it. It's pretty funny. It's about a guy trying to save his, of course, automotive shop. And then, of course, Shane Gillis is a character that's like a cousin that's kind of shutting things down. But I think it's hilarious. It's fun, and I'm happy that it keeps coming back. You can't stop Tires like you can't stop the bear. The bear is coming back again, guys. The bear is coming back again. Picked up once more, guys, for a 5th season. And of course it is. How many Emmys is it winning? How many great awards, and people are raving about the bear. And so the 4th season just premiered last week, and now they're coming back for more. Yeah, Secret Agent Man, which is going to be owned by an American company, and why they're rebranding and changing and make it a different kind of company. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll keep you posted as it goes. But the bear will keep coming. And Jeremy Allen White, he's been so busy, guys. I've been excited for him. Yeah, King, remember you for sure. Happy to have you here. I love Jeremy Allen White. This is a great renaissance for him. I'm excited to see him as the boss over the Bruce Springsteen movie. Hopefully that's fantastic. The bear keeps coming back, though. But not like Slow Horses, guys. Slow Horses. They have been picked up for a 7th season when the 5th season hasn't even aired yet. A 7th season? Gary Oldman's loving this right now. I know he is. Gary Oldman keeps working. I'm happy for Gary Oldman. I love that guy. I worked for him on Mank, as I told you guys before. I stood in for him on Mank. He's a fantastic human being. Apple TV Plus loves this so much. And I watched a little bit. I still haven't gotten into it yet. At this point, when I keep seeing it get picked up, I think every week I talk about this, it gets picked up for another season. Guys, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's coming back again. Those Slow Horses. We're going to take a semi-sidestep, though, in the breaking news, because welcome back, guys. He is here. He wouldn't be here if it wasn't a Wednesday. It wasn't a day that ends with a Y. That's the middle of the week. Welcome back, Mr. Sean Sutherland, guys.
16 tons.
We can't hear you, Sean.
No, we can't.
We can't hear you.
Okay, how about now?
Oh, I was going to say, he's here, though. Good to hear you.
Now we can hear you.
I hear you now, yeah.
I was saying some real poignant shit. You missed it. That's on me. Sorry, I'm here. I had 2 weeks to figure out my fucking computer, and as you can tell, I didn't do that.
Hell yeah. Sean's here.
Pepe's still happy you're here, Sean. Pepe's still happy you're here.
I'm happy to be here. Happy that EV Mux decided to recognize my camera again. Thank God. Thank you, EV
I
Mux.
agree
Thank you,
with
guys.
Sean.
Sorry I'm late. Please, Brian. So sorry to interrupt everybody.
Yep.
Paul, GR, my apologies. Please get
You're
back.
good, man.
Happy to see you, Sean. It's going to be a fun
Happy to
show.
be here.
I'm happy to see as much as I'm happy to see Johnny Depp still making a lot of projects going forward, guys. But Johnny Depp has been talking about, of course, everything that happened with the Amber Heard trial and the Secrets of Dumbledore, the Fantastic Beasts movies. And he said he came forward just recently in an interview talking about how it all went down when he was actually told to step away from the Fantastic Beasts. And he said, listen, there have been all these things come out in the world about me, and it doesn't bother me. I'm not running for office. I literally stopped in a millisecond, like, why was I doing this movie when they didn't want me to be there? They said, we'd like you to resign. And I was like, really? And my head went all over the place. They were trying to get him to retire because of everything that was happening. And then when he was asked about, well, how'd you feel? What do you want to say to them when they officially ask you to step down? He wanted to say, fuck you. That's what he wanted to say. He goes, there's too many of these people that are trying to kill his career, and I think they want to hurt me, but I've already gone through so much hurt, and they're gravely mistaken that anybody else can hurt me anymore. So I'm happy that he was able to kind of go through this transition and figure it out. Of course, they cast Matt Mikkelsen over there to take over for Grindelwald when he wasn't there. And there's a lot of Harry Potter drama on top of that. You have the Jason Isaacs came forward recently to talk about what's going down with the new Harry Potter show. And that, the Pepestar has been cast as Severus Snape, and people are mad about that. They're like, he's not British. He doesn't look like our old Severus Snape. So they're causing a lot of drama. And to me personally, guys, give this guy a chance. He's a great actor. And even like Jason Isaacs, who if you saw him over on White Lotus, he was there as Lucius Malfoy before in the original Harry Potter. He's like, guys, I hate people being racist against him. That's not right. Give him a chance to actually shine through. They did bomb. They did bomb Secret Agent Man. They bombed bad. And I think that, it comes down to is like, they were going to do more, but it just the fans didn't believe in it, I don't think, like they believed in the original Harry Potter. Hence why we're rebooting it. J.K. Rowling still very much involved with that, but she said that when it comes down to all the drama against her, that she will not get anyone fired based off not agreeing with them politically wise. She says, I don't believe in taking people's jobs away or livelihoods because they hold legally protected beliefs that differ from mine. And I think that's a good thing for her to say, but people still hate her. So at the end of the day, she's got to stand up for herself. As I've said before, when you take a stance that divided in a world that we live in, and you say something like that, you're welcome to your own opinion, your beliefs, but it's going to hurt your brand. And it did hurt her brand. Of course, it hurt her brand. And they're going to keep moving though. So guys, Harry Potter's still coming. We have like 8 to 10 seasons of that. A lot more coming. And Johnny Depp might not be back, but he might be back to Pirates, guys. But we do know one person's coming back to another big WB franchise, and that is Timothy Chalamet over at Dune, guys. My arch rival, Chalamet. No. I'm sorry, but Chalamet is back. And I'm sorry, Sean, it's not called apparently Messiah. It's called Dune Part 3.
No, don't.
No, it's not. It's called Dune Messiah.
What's up, Lexi? Good to see you. No, they're saying it's Dune Part 3. Now, this is a code name. That's what I always say. You know, when they first announce these things, they just say Part 3. That's what it is, I think. It could be called Messiah, the Rise of the Messiah. The Messiah comes again. Messiah, man, riseth, man. I don't know. They're going to find a way to change this title. They're saying that for now. It's a placeholder. So when people are going uproars about, like, is this not going to take place for Messiah? Guys, calm down. Take a breath. Breathe in. Chalamet's there. Zendaya's there. They're just officially moving forward. The script's there. It's going to be okay. Unlike Akira, because Akira now is gone, guys. WB is not going to have the rights to that. I'm really going to womp womp and an applause. If you're a fan of Akira, the original cartoon animated franchise, this was at WB's reign since, for a long time, guys. WB's held the rights to this, and they officially lost the rights now. And so now it's going back to the original creators now. Since 2002, they had the rights to this, guys. Since 2002, and WB has let the rights go back because they have not renewed the contract. They were trying to do, Leonardo DiCaprio was going to do a version of this. They had a lot of actors attached to this as too. We're talking about, they had an $18 million tax incentive at one point attached to this too from California to produce here in California. Kristen Stewart was attached to it. Garrett Hudlin was attached to it at one point. Even Ken Watanabe was attached to it at one point. And Michael Pitt was attached to it. So many people, but unfortunately at the end of the day, they couldn't figure it out, couldn't get a script involved, and so now it is going back to the actual original creators, which maybe that'll be the best thing ever. Hopefully they can make this work. I love Akira, guys, and the publisher has the rights again. I'll butcher their name, but I'll say their name out loud if you guys want me to. Kandasha? So going back to them. There we go, Sean. Nailed it. Kandasha is getting the rights, and you know what? I think people will be excited if they do that. That source material is great, but I don't know if fans would be excited about another Garfield coming. But Garfield's coming back again, guys, because Chris Pratt can't stop, and Chris Pratt now is going to be the voice of that Garfield grumpy lasagna-eating cat one more time because it made so much money, the first one. Of course they're getting a second one. Even if you didn't want it, I saw it. I thought it was fun. It's a fun movie. Sam Jackson was great. Chris Pratt, he does a good job. Stick to Mario, though. You're taking too many voice actor roles, Chris Pratt. Calm down, man. But he won't stop. And I got to tell you, this franchise, I think, will go for a long time. I really wish Bill Murray was still attached. But it's okay. It's a new generation, a new Garfield for everybody. Just like Buffy's going to be a new generation for a lot of people, too. So I guarantee there'll be change with the new Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I know there will be. And Hulu's been picking it up. Charisma Carpenter came forward. I love her, guys, so much. Coming forward, Cordelia, she's like, I want Cordelia to come back too. Now, Cordelia died in Angel, if you watched Angel, the spinoff series. But what they're saying right now, Secret Angel Man, is that a lot of the characters that died before might come back. That's what Sarah Michelle Gellar said she wants to do for this new franchise, is find a way to bring them back somehow. Come on, guys. We need Spike. We need to have everybody back here. Charisma Carpenter is so great too. I would love to see Angel appear. I love the whole cast to come back. They got the new Slayer. She's going to be fantastic. I know. More Garfield, Edward Hyde. You're excited about that? I'm awesome about that too. But I'm excited about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Talking about this for a long time. I know this will be great. I hope it will. I'm going to say I know it will, because I do love her so much, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I love Buffy, guys. It's a guilty pleasure for me. I think a lot of people's pleasures. And I hope they follow season 8, the comic books. I thought they were great too. And you know what? You thought it was going to be gone, but it's coming back just like that Waller series, guys. The Waller series is still happening. James Gunn said, yes, it's not canceled. And they were asking a million questions about this too during the Superman stuff. He's like, yes, Yes, that's all he'd say. Yes, it's coming back. Viola Davis is still involved. She's still attached, guys. A lot of stuff happening with Superman. And a lot of stuff happening at DCU. We'll talk about that, guys. Yes, Lexi, he's the voice of everything. And guys, a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Thanks, guys, for being here. And I know you haven't been here for a while, Paul, but we'll have some time to talk about these topics for sure when we get to our quickie later. But there's a lot going on, and I'm excited to have you guys here. Happy Wednesday. Sean, how's the service? Is it good? You feeling good?
As long as you can still see me, I don't see any lines. I think the storm's abating. What other excuses? I think we're good to go. Let's just keep rolling.
Okay, man. Then maybe
I'll let you down later.
Don't let me down in those hot takes.
Ah!
All right, everybody. Now it's that time for those hot takes. This is that time to put 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute, break down all their hot takes and all latest breaking news. Now, can they make it before the bomb blows up? I can't wait to find out, guys. For episode 354 of Kruse Control, we're going to find out. Let's go to the panel right now. All right, Thirsty Daddy, who's going first on the hot takes tonight?
Well, seeing as how we don't know how long the storm will let him be with us, maybe we'll start with Sean.
Oh,
probably a good call, GR. Thank you.
Those are like shots fired. Those are like shots fired. You know?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Pappy, leave GR alone, man. Leave him alone. Pappy.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, right, GR. He's a little feisty sometimes. All right, Sean.
Yeah.
It's going to the comic book king himself. How you feeling about these hot takes tonight?
Well, considering I jumped in 2 in, feeling great.
You got that twinkle in your eye, man. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Oh, that's just lack of hydration. All right, let's do it.
Hot takes, Sean, in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
All right, TikTok. Huge surprise. Almost like this whole thing was a publicity stunt. I'm shocked. I reused that joke 2 weeks ago. Tires. I love this show. It shows that you don't need gigantic set pieces, well-written characters, nothing too extreme. It's just a very believable show. Go watch it. Go support it. It's great. Bear. I was kind of disappointed with this latest season. I want to see them go somewhere else. Maybe he takes over a Chuck E. Cheese franchise. Make it the Mouse. Who knows? Slow horses. Slow horses, much like Gary Oldman, will never die. So continue to go. Johnny Depp. It'll probably show up as blip up short ship, you know, whatever, in Avengers Doomsday. Give the guy another chance. He had his day in court, blah, blah, blah. Dune Messiah, Dune Messiah, Dune Messiah, Dune Messiah. Tell me whatever, it's Dune Messiah. Akira, not surprised that this reverted. Glad they didn't just make something shitty and hold on to the rights like they did with Fantastic Four. Chris Pratt needs a new roof, no surprise there. Buffy, very excited that's keep going. Tons of lore, tons of new stories. And Viola Davis is a damn gem. As long as she kicks Superman in the nards, I'll watch anything she wants to do. Thank you.
16 tons.
Great hot take, Sean.
All right.
St. Peter, don't you call me, cause I can't go. I owe my
Oh, you can't even see the balloons.
company.
I
Love the
see ya.
balloons, though.
I see
This
you,
is
man.
great. I'm
Great
so
hot
happy.
takes.
Gotta wipe off the 2 weeks of not doing this. You know, it's just getting back into it.
It
Holy
was
shit.
It was like you never walked away, Sean. It was like you never walked away.
You're too kind. You're too kind. Too kind.
You know, I'm just saying. Great hot takes.
Thank you.
All right, GR. Are you going to go next? Or are you going to send it over to Paul? That's the question.
I think I'll go ahead and go.
Okay, we're going to leave Paul for last, man. You get some time, Paul. Get some days. He's getting amped up for it, too. We're going to roll on over to the Thirsty Daddy, guys. All right, GR. You ready for these hot takes? I got that. You got that pad out today? You got that pad ready to go? There it is. He writes that down. He's ready to rock and roll, guys. It's Thirsty Hot Take times in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes. You gotta do it, G. I'll make it
TikTok
happen.
name. Well, I will if you shut up. TikTok
Okay.
name change.
I'm sorry.
The
G.
name-
Get it.
Would you shut up? Quit imitating somebody from Florida. TikTok name change. The sale doesn't need it, okay? Tires is renewed. Good, it's a waste anyway. The Bear renewed. Loved by millions. I'm just not one of them. Slow Horses is a real drag, I can tell you that. Deb's reaction, I loved it. Fuck off, you know. Dune Messiah is the name of the book. Keep it real, guys. Come on. It's stupid otherwise. Akira averted. Well, it proves as you snooze, you lose. Garfield and Pratt, I'm glad he's back. He sounds good. Buffy, miss it. I remember watching it with my kids as they grew up. And the Waller series may be okay with Mr. Blank okays it. Okay, you have to turn your mic on, Brian.
Great hot takes, Gio.
Love the stare down at the end. Nicely done there, GR.
Great hot takes, Gio. Great hot takes.
Thank you. Yeah, why you walked away?
I had to kick a dog out, Gio. I had to kick a dog out. Dog was barking. No dogs barking on Kruse Control. Thanks for being here. Great hot takes across the board, Gio. We love the dogs here. We love the dogs here.
Hey, don't kick that poor little rat with no hair.
Oh, GR. It's okay.
Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah. All right. It's coming down to Paul now. It's been a while, Paul. How you feeling about these hot takes tonight, huh?
Oh, I got some opinions.
All right. All right. I'm excited about this. Here we go. Welcome back, man. Okay. You know, it's all fun. It's all fun.
Thanks, Secret Agent, man.
Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
TikTok US app sounds like a stupid idea. Tires renewed. Never seen it. Sounds fine to me. Whatever. More work. The Bear. I haven't caught up. Love season 1 and 2. Need to finish season 3. Slow Horses is amazing. I am so thankful that's on the air. Johnny Depp reacting to Harry Potter, couldn't care less. I think he's out of Hollywood at this point. Dune title. I like Dune Part 3. I'm in the minority, though. I don't care. Kira writes of her back. Thank God. I don't want to see anything less than perfect for that movie. Garfield coming back. Who cares? Chris Pratt, great. Good for you. Got more money. More Buffy casting. I want Buffy. I want more Buffy. I just saw the show for the first time last year. I want more Waller. I'm very excited for her. I love Peacemaker. James Gunn is the GOAT.
He nailed the hot takes, guys. Great. Hot
Down, boy.
Great hot takes. Thank you. Paul's ready.
He's another Mr. He's a Mr. Blank fan.
There's a lot of fans for James Gunn here, GR. Come on.
Who? Oh, you mean Mr. Blank? Yeah.
He calls him Mr. Blank all the time.
Can I get the backstory on this? Why GR?
Why Mr. Blake?
Yeah, GR, go ahead.
Well, what has he done lately? Nothing. We'll see Friday.
Preacher Commandos.
That's been a big hit. Big hit there.
You remember Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Yeah.
Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, he got one right in Guardians. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Great. What are you talking about? Super's great? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out about Superman tomorrow. And if I have to eat my words, I will.
I already found out. We'll find out.
I can't wait to talk about that, guys. Great hot takes. I'm starting the poll out to you guys. Vote. Tell us who you think should win hot takes right now. I'm excited to find out who wins for tonight's episode. It's going to be fun. But while you guys are voting, I got to tell you guys, it's time for a quickie. All right, everybody, it's time for a quickie. I'm going to put 10 minutes on the clock while you guys vote right now. We're going to discuss all the latest breaking news, a little bit more detail with you guys, because again, that's not enough time that minute sometimes. You vote on hot takes. We'll discuss everything that's going down. And I'm going to go around the panel right now to find out what people are thinking. Let me start that clock here. Starting that clock right now. Okay, because Paul's back, let's talk to Paul very fast about this whole, the DCU world, because again, I know we're talking about Waller right now. That's a big show coming forward. Are you excited about that? Do you think that James Gunn, you trust him for everything he's doing with the DCU?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of one thing he's made that disappointed me or was bad. And he seems to have. I mean, look, I'm not going to spoil Superman. I saw it last night. I went to the fan event that was run by Amazon. Almost said AMC. And I will say he has his finger on the pulse of what is important in the real world. And he's found a way to transform it into something that works for Superman. And if you love the comic books, I feel like you're really going to love this movie. And I think he knows what he's doing. He's proven himself with Guardians of the Galaxy. He's proven himself with Peacemaker season 1. Creature Commandos was fun. I don't know if you saw that animation, whatever. Yeah, and I'm just excited for the future. And next up is Supergirl and Lanterns, the TV show. So
Amazing.
I'm just excited. I think it's going to be great.
And they shot Lanterns here in LA, a lot of it here, which I think was amazing. Sandy Alicia was doing that too. And like they had a bunch of different casting for that. That's great. I think that's amazing. And also I think I love so much, and I saw you were excited about was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
So Buffy's coming back. Do you think this is the right time for Buffy to slay again?
I do. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar is just a gem, and she deserves to be on TV whenever possible. Buffy, I know a lot of people are like, well, Buffy doesn't work without Joss Whedon. I don't believe that. There were so many people behind the scenes writing for the show. I'm blanking on writers' names at the moment, but obviously Joss Whedon is the most prominent. But he was, give him credit where credit's due, he was the creator and he did a lot of work on the show. But there were other writers. There were other people that were involved in creating this wonderful thing. And I think there's a possibility it could be at least fun. I mean, bringing back, you mentioned Spike. That gets me excited. That gets me excited. Yeah, why not? Bring him back and, just have some fun with a Slayer TV reboot, And it's more, again, it's more work in Hollywood, which we need. And it's a brand that's proven.
And it's going to make money. You know it'll make money. People, the fan base is excited about it. I think a lot of the cast will just jump right back into this production. They'll be all about it. But you're right. It's about bringing jobs back. We need to have more work here too. And I know they'll shoot it here. It's going to help people out. And we're going to have some joy again from television. That's what it comes down to. And Buffy is a built-in brand. Sarah Michelle Gellar is so great. Spike is great. I love that whole franchise. I know Sean's excited about it too. Sean, you feeling good about Buffy coming back as well?
I'm very excited for Buffy. I think it's a good good universe that exists. It was handled well. It had a couple spin-offs, right? Angel
was a
Angel, right? And then I don't know. And then they did the comic books, and they're still talking about it. There's still characters that people care about, want to see how they are. There's generations of fans that have grown up and passed it on to their offspring, and probably so on and so forth. It's a well-hewn, well-designed universe, and so be it. Why the hell not? Let's get more Buffy in this world. I'll take it.
And unfortunately, Michelle Trachtenberg won't be back. I know that's but her character was already kind of gone later on. But yeah, R.I.P. She was amazing. But also, Sean, too, the Waller thing's fantastic. We're excited about that as well. I know I was waiting for this story for you as well to come back because I'm holding Waller. It's still happening. It's still happening.
Yeah, I mean, everything's still happening until it's not. But I think Viola Davis is amazing as Waller. I feel like what they've allowed her to do and how she even the small bits that she's gotten to show up in little corners of the DCEU and now in DCU, I feel like it's going to be great. And I would love to explore. There was a pretty decent hit or miss comic series that came out earlier this year called Absolute Power, which stripped all the DC heroes of their powers, and basically Amanda Waller was controlling the world for a bit. And it was really interesting, but they dealt with a lot of redefining and building out her backstory and her origin. So I think that there's recent information out there for people that want to know about Amanda Waller, and we'll just kind of see what parts James Gunn wants to bring to the table and make canon.
I hope it's good, man. I believe in James Gunn when it comes to that. Xander was awesome too, and Angel.
Trusting the gun.
Buffy. I mean, we trust in the gun. Xander's so good in Buffy. But also, I know you're more excited about Garfield, right? You're so excited about Garfield.
you know
got
me.
Your tickets
8
already.
Mondays. Love Garfield. I couldn't give two shits about Garfield. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. Chris Pratt is going to play everyone. I think he's going to be Gandhi next. He's going to be the Kool-Aid man.
No, that's Chalamet.
Yeah, no, don't say it because Chalamet will get. If you say his name 3 times, he gets the role. Gr. You say it 3 times.
This man just keeps being milquetoast and keeps getting jobs, and it's disappointing. I don't know. I liked him when he was Andy from fucking Parks and Rec.
I'm watching Parks and Rec right now, and I gotta admit, he's a comedy genius in that show. Yeah,
exactly. And yeah, like I don't know, man. It's just what else do we get? I wake up every day and Chris Pratt's got something new going on. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't stop him, man. I like him, but like
what new ground do you have to tell about Garfield? What new earth-shattering?
There's a new 6 cheese lasagna coming, Sean. So we got to talk about that. You know, it's got.
I will say,
hold on, wait.
I will say, I don't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna make a dumb Olive Garden tie-in joke. So whatever you're gonna say is probably gonna be much better. So
no, I want to hear the dumb Italian
garden joke. I ruined it. I ruined it for you.
I ruined it. No. I mean, I don't know a lot of actors that would turn down any work right now. That said, I mean, Garfield, yeah, I don't care. I'm with you on that. But I mean, if it was offered, I get it. You know, take the work. But yeah, I wish I cared more because I actually grew up with Garfield.
Me too.
And I watched like the Christmas special. I have a lot of affinity for that, but I haven't liked any of those kind of movies that are made like that, or I think of Illumination, anything from them. It's just very lowbrow humor. Like I saw the trailer for Cat in the Hat. Oh,
we watched that last week. Yeah,
awful.
I'm glad I missed that. I'm glad.
I looked over, and people were just like, their jaws were like, "This got made." It's awful. But
Peter. Oh no.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money on all that, you know. But because GR's got to get in here too. So GR, I know everybody wants to talk about Dune. But I'm gonna give the GR first. GR, Dune Messiah, but not Dune Part 3. Is that a code name or do you
definitely think not?
Is that a first name? You're gonna change it, probably.
The title of the book is Brian. The title of the book is Dune Messiah, not Dune Part 3.
I don't mind Dune Part 3. I kind of agree with Paul on that too. I don't mind Dune Part 3 though. I mean, it's Denis got an idea for it. I'm happy he's back. I'm happy the cast is back.
If you're gonna cast, you're gonna take a book and make it into a movie. Use the proper name for the damn thing.
Yeah, I get that, GR. But I still think, though, at the end of the day, it's like this is early on. They haven't even shot anything. They might change it. Studios do that all the time. They just do an announcement type deal. But, I mean, if it stays at Dune Part 3, will you not watch it? Will you not buy the popcorn bucket?
Well, I ain't buying the popcorn bucket regardless.
Sean is.
I don't need a giant worm. Yeah.
You just haven't.
I got something. Hold on.
Worm yet.
I love that popcorn bucket. We had that whole conversation.
My giant worm doesn't come with popcorn in it. How's that?
Hey, I got this last night.
Superman.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's got a cape.
It's got a cape. I kind of want to get the little dog bowl one.
Yep. The dog bowl.
The dog bowl one's fun. Yeah.
Peppy be loving that, right, Peppy?
We're talking.
I know Pepestar. Pepestar wants that. He's been telling me all day he wants that so bad.
Legit, too quick.
Yeah, honestly, I know Pepestar.
It's been amazing to see the marketing juggernaut that they're putting behind Superman, and almost by proximity, Marvel has to do the same thing for Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
It's what it's
Fantastic
doing.
3.
It's showing the imbalance. And how they have not done what they could do for Fantastic Four for movies that have come before, or Thunderbolts, or Marvels, or anything else like that, right? Like
it's like pushing them to be better.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's exactly right.
Very quickly,
it's been really interesting to see that. Sorry,
we'll talk about Marvel. We'll talk about Marvel stuff. Oh no, it's buzzer. Right. It's okay. I'm giving this 2 seconds here because I want to talk about Akira very fast because I love Akira and like the losing the rights and going back to the actual publisher. I think is smart and it's great. I think it's actually a good thing the machine doesn't have control of it, and I hope they actually make it. Then since 2002, we have not had a movie that should be happening. Why is there no Akira movie? That's what I say. But maybe
Waititi connected to that for a little bit?
Taika Waititi was attached to it to direct it at one point as well. There were so many big directors. DiCaprio's production company was going to do it. I remember when that was going on for a long time. Well, this is like one of those movies that like it should happen. Like why have we not got a live action Akira? I just don't get that at all.
We don't need everything to have an adaptation. Things can just exist in its own thing. That's all right. We'll take 14 more Marvel movies. By the way, there's been 13 Marvel movies in the past 5 years. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Anyway.
That's crazy. But people care, Edward Hyde. People care about Superman.
And a lot of people care about Superman. A lot of people care about it. Yeah.
Paul, you were shaking your head. We don't need an Akira movie. You don't think you're fine with that?
No, I think Akira just. I mean, look. Maybe one day some filmmaker will come along. Like people said the same thing about Dune not being unfilmable. Mm-hmm. I feel that way about Akira right now. I feel like it's unfilmable because it's such a point in time for this. It's such a movie of its time. It's hard to replicate that. And I don't think the same can be said about Dune, really. Dune can be adapted at any time. Akira is very specific. And I just don't feel like it needs an adaptation because the anime is perfect. Like it's great, and I don't think we need it. I have to agree with Sean, and I don't know what else to say. I just hope that they hold off on it because I feel like when I think of the adaptations of anime movies into movie form, I think of Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. I think of I think of the Death Note movie that came out on Netflix. Awful. Yeah. I just don't want to see that happen to Akira. I don't want people's first experience to be that.
Should have had David Lynch do it. And,
God!
He's the only one that I would trust do it. I think, yeah.
To do Death Note or Akira?
Give him both of them. Give him both of them. David Lynch should make everything he wants to. He probably did before he passed. But I'm just saying.
They want to release his last script. He was working on a movie with Netflix, working on a project, and they're talking about releasing that so people can actually see what his last project was going to be. Yeah, Netflix. He had a whole thing with Netflix. He was supposed to come out, but unfortunately, he passed away before it actually happened. And he was like, I love what he was saying too. He was like, I'm going to fight. I'm going to battle this out. He goes, if I have to, I'll be working remotely, videoing myself in because I'm not going to stop directing. I thought that was amazing. Wow. And, he went through so much. It's really unfortunate we lost him. He was a great guy. He's a great director, great creator. GR, what do you think about Akira very fast before we get on to our hot take winner? Do you think the same thing? Do you think it's good that it never happens, or do you think that it should come out?
Well, I would like to see what they would do with it, but as they said, you got to have the right director and the right talent. Otherwise, they'll blow it.
I think what GR really cares about at the end of the day, though, really is Garfield, as always. But that's okay. We already had that conversation. GR loves Garfield, and he's going to watch every Garfield movie until Odie puts him on his back and he rides into the sunset. Right, GR?
Right. Yeah.
Guys. Great quickie, everybody. Great quickie. I guess I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds left to vote, and I'm going to end the poll. So here we go, guys. Vote. And we might have a winner before someone's winning already. Give you 5 seconds, and I'm going to go around the table very fast before we move on. Your favorite moment in the breaking news, your favorite topic, Paul, what is it?
I mean, my favorite personally has to do with the Buffy series.
I'm so excited about Buffy.
I'm so psyched. I'm really psyched for it. And I think if they didn't have Sarah Michelle Gellar coming back, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And that really makes the difference. And it's funny because I didn't get into Buffy till last year. Like I hadn't seen any of Buffy. And
dude, you've been missing out, right?
Where did you grow up?
Alabama. It is terrible. I just that was one that just went off my purview, and I missed all, and it just looked cheesy on the surface. Like I don't think I want to watch that. And then when someone sat me down and forced me to watch it, it changed my life. It's an amazing show.
It's so good. You watch Angel too? Have you watched Angel?
I started Angel. I haven't got past the first season. It's harder to get into for some reason, but I want to. I've seen clips, certain things that happen, and I'm like, it's pretty damn funny. It's pretty damn cool.
It's pretty good. I'm happy you're getting into it now, and I think that the generations are going to love this. I think they're going to really love this. Sean, what's your favorite topic on breaking news before we get the actual winner?
I feel like we're losing track of tires. I would love to talk more about that show. I think it's a good slice of life comedy. It's not huge over the top set pieces. It's just very clean writing. Clean, not with the jokes, whatever. It's Shane Gillis. It's very funny. It's approachable. Small moments, slice of life kind of stuff. Go give Tires a shot if you haven't already.
And GR will kick his tires and light his fires tonight, right, GR? Are you excited about what's your favorite topic tonight, GR, as well?
I'll take Dune, Johnny Depp's reaction.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was like, oh man, Johnny Depp just got in there, right? He was like, this is how I feel. This man is coming back, I guarantee, before you know it.
Oh, he's going to be back. He's going to be playing a pirate in some movie here soon.
Yeah, it's going to happen. But great quickie, everybody. Great quickie. We do have a winner of Hot Takes. Oh, guys, you have voted and you have spoken. We do have a winner of Hot Takes. Let's go to the panel. It could be any of these gentlemen tonight. Who won? Is it GR Waters, the Thirsty Daddy? Could it be Mr. Sean Sutherland?
Maybe.
Or maybe, welcome back, Mr. Paul Allen Dixon.
Come on, Oscar. Or Kruse Control.
You have spoken. And our winner of Hot Takes is...
Suspense is killing me.
Mr. Sean Sutherland. Congratulations, Sean! Woo!
Get out of my name, my God. Thank you, everyone.
St. Peter, don't
It was a shock.
What a nail biter. What a nail
I owe
biter.
my soul to the company
I did not
store.
anticipate
You
this.
load 16 tons.
Thank you to my
What do you
competitors, my fellow
Another
panelists.
day older
Thank
and
you, chat, for
deeper in
voting
debt.
for me. It feels like a pity vote. I'll take it. I need these wins every once in a while. Thank you. You keep me humble.
Great Hot Takes. Everybody across the board, congratulations, Sean. Thank you guys for being here. As always, I don't vote. It's up to you guys. So thank you for voting, everybody that was out there in the chat tonight. It's very exciting. But of course, we know why we're here tonight. There's so much comic book stuff happening day in and day out. We're going to get into it because there's Superman, there's Spider-Man, there's every kind of man that's out there dominating the universe. I'm going to talk about Spider-Man first and Comic Corner. Sean, I love you did that video for me still, man, to this day. All right, everybody. So, yes, agree, man. So, Spider-Man, guys, there have been all these rumors. I've been adding this stuff up for a while, but all these rumors about what Spider-Man 4 is going to be about. And of course, we're talking about Marvel and DC tonight because Superman's out. We also have, of course, the Spider-Man rumors, but Spider-Man's coming July 31st, 2026, and everyone keeps talking about Tom Holland fighting the Hulk and the Punisher's in here. We're gonna get Savage Hulk. I mean, and then also I'm hearing more about people are talking about how there's other villains coming into play for this as well. I don't know if I believe this, but we have cinematographer Brett Pollock coming in. Now, he did a bunch of different movies with the director himself, Destin Daniel Cretton. And so because they're coming together, that's what happens, guys. When you have a director that comes on, he did, of course, Shang-Chi, oh my God, the Power of the Rings, he did that. So when you have a director, they usually have their DP they work with all the time. And so they're coming together to work on this, but Destin is like excited about this, and they're talking about the DP started releasing images of Savage Hulk. And so everyone on the internet is talking about like, is this going to be Savage Hulk? There have been rumors about, of course, Mark Ruffalo coming in, and then this might be during Battle World too. Those rumors been dropping as well. And to me personally, when you start seeing the DP dropping, either they're going to try to like mess with the fan base or there's some reality behind it. And I think that if this is happening more and more, we got to have Savage Hulk in here. But it's crazy to me to have Punisher as well. Like Punisher, the idea that I hear these rumors about how Tom Holland's Spider-Man is by himself and Zendaya is not with him, of course, is MJ. And so apparently Punisher tries to help him move on, and then Savage Hulk comes into play and they're fighting together. This seems insanity to me, but if it's happening during Battle World, it kind of makes sense. Because Battle World, if everybody gets together, if Doom wins, if that happens in Doomsday, and it's a conglomerate of all these villains thrown into one world, then maybe you would have Savage Hulk fighting Spider-Man. I don't know, but they're also talking about Tombstone being in this too, and there's also rumors that on top of that Scorpion might be here. Talking about also maybe Michael Keaton's Vulture might be in this. I keep seeing all these rumors, and it's based off casting because there was a casting call for prisoner inmates, and so people are trying to say, well, maybe that's going to be Vulture because he is in the jail. But I mean, these are people playing a game called Jump to Conclusions, if you ask me. So I don't think any of this is reality until we actually get to this. You know what I'm talking about, Sean. It's a game where you jump to conclusions. Scorpion, Boomerang's a person being rumored. There's a lot of rumors happening. This is what happens with the fan base here. I'm excited about Spider-Man 4. Do we believe any of the rumors, guys? I think that, of course, I feel like that Savage Hulk might be in here. That's me personally. He could be. He could be if it's Battle World. But how do we feel, guys? I'm going to go to my panel. I've been talking about this all week. Let's go around the panel and talk about this. Who we go? You know what? Because you guys probably both decided to throw the GR fast. GR, do you believe the rumors at all, GR? Do you believe any rumors? Huh?
Too many to count.
What do you think, though? Mark
Why don't
Ruffalo?
they just... Oh, why not? We'll throw them all in there. Come on, let's put every villain we can think of and just throw them all in one shot.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot because Spider-Man's been more, I mean, the last one was a little bit more or less grounded, but they're trying to keep it grounded in reality. There were conversations, GR, about how they wanted to make this more of the street-level Spider-Man, but then the whole Doomsday thing blew everything up. So it seems like they might just go crazy. They might go crazy. That's why I'm also like, as I see, IMDb even posted this whole thing about Savage Hulk, which I was like, if IMDb's posting it.
Ryan, grounded in reality, a teenager that gets bitten by a radioactive spider.
Okay, GR.
And a guy that turns into a Green Hulk. Yeah, there's a lot of reality there.
I get it. I get what you're saying, GR. I get what you're saying. But still, like, I think that if IMDb's talking about it, there might be something there. I don't know. There might be something there. Do you believe any of it at all? At all, GR?
You know, they're going to have some bad guys in there, and they've got a few there. Like I said, throw them all in there. What the hell? Make it interesting.
As long as you can find a way to make them work for the narrative. That's what I say. Don't go crazy. There were a lot of conversations about Superman having too many villains. We're going to talk about that next, guys. But I know that I keep hearing that they work really well about the heroes and the villains all together. So I'm excited to talk about that, Paul, too, when we get actually to that part. I'm gonna go to Sean. I know you're biting at the nails about this. You've been waiting for weeks, so I'm gonna go to Paul first. Paul, we're making Sean wait on this. Are you excited about Spider-Man 4? And do you believe any of these like Savage Hulk rumors? Mark Ruffalo's been like an Intelligent Hulk for a long time. You got Punisher, that was confirmed, and you also had on top of that. We already had Daredevil in there at one point in the last movie. You had on top of that, there's no Kingpin apparently. That is what we've been hearing. The Kingpin won't be here. But do you think that this is all lies and these characters are all going to come together? We're going to get the animated series of Spider-Man on the live screen right now for Spider-Man 4?
I personally think it could happen. I think it's smart to take the Hulk back to his roots and make him more like the crazy version he was before he became Smart Hulk, because we've had Smart Hulk for a long time. And I think it's going to eventually happen. If not in this movie, he's going to go back to being the Hulk we know from the beginning when the first Avengers film happened. And yeah, why not? And you're going to have to top the last movie, which included like all these great villains from the Sam Raimi films. How do you do that? you bring in as many other villains as you can. Maybe they're kind of fodder for Spider-Man to fight, and the real villain is somebody that's controlling Hulk or something like that. And the thing that throws me the most, really, even though I like the idea of it, how the hell does Punisher fit into this? Like, this is a guy who goes around killing people, and this is going to be a PG-13 movie. There's no doubt. It's not going to be hard R. There's no way in hell. So I don't know how that works, but I'm excited to see it. And I'm happy they're making another Spider-Man film, because it seemed like Tom Holland was ready to retire for a minute there.
He kept saying it. He said he wants to be done with it. And he's like, I kind of want to go into a farm and have kids and get away from acting as it was at one point. And like when people are coming after him about the Spider-Man thing, he's like, I think I'm done. But I think what it comes down to is he said they were working with the script together. I saw a lot of interviews, and he said that they came to him first, and they discussed it, and he was happy with the script, him and Zendaya, and then it moved forward. But I also hear that she's not going to be that big of a part of this, because she wants to step away from this, because she's worried about her online, a real life relationship bleeding into the whole Spider-Man universe. And she's kind of sick of the idea of them, being like together like that, which I get that too. It's like, if you're trying to be private too with your relationship and people see on the big screen, it's hard to decipher that back and forth,
Well, I think that's actually, then, if that happens, that's smart to do it now, because in the last movie, we saw what happened with MJ. She was, she forgot who Peter Parker was, just like everyone else. So now there's a reason to just kind of not have her around and have him have a new love interest. And it sucks, because MJ, or Mary Jane, or whatever you want to call her, is usually the pivotal person in his life. But I mean, these movies are kind of going on their own road and trying to figure out different things. And I want to say something. I'm reading the comments. Yes, the Hulk was gray in the first issue. I think it was like they changed him to green. I was referring to the movies, not the comics. But thanks for pointing that out.
I love that too. And Zendaya is still supposed to be in this one. She's still attached to it. But this might be the last time you see her as MJ. They got Sadie Sink coming in from Stranger Things. I like her too.
Yeah. She might be an MJ, kind of, right? Like another MJ. Yeah.
An adjacent, or maybe they're talking about also making her, there was rumors she should be a Spider-Girl type thing, or a different variant of Spider-Man. There's rumors that she might be a Mary Jane from a different universe. There's also rumors of her being like Black Cat as well. So there's like a lot of different ideas that maybe she could play into. But I love the idea of this. If it's Battle World, though, and Battle World could be anything, right? That's a great world. You could actually have a lot of fun if you have all these different characters. Make more sense, because it is Battle World to me, right?
Well, yeah, but aren't they saving Battle World for Secret Wars?
Well, there's a rumor though going around that because comes after Doomsday, that when Doomsday happens, all the movies in the middle will be all in Battle World, and so all the characters have to fight in that world, and then we eventually end it with Secret Wars, where we actually have all the teams come together, and so you have all that fill-in tissue through the whole narrative, which could be good.
I like that, and it sounds like Marvel's having another we have a plan, we're implementing it from here, and we know where we're going with everything. And I like that. I'd rather that than just throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to figure out, okay, well, I guess we'll have these characters eventually show up again. And, I can think of a couple of characters that have shown up and have not shown up since their reveal.
Happens all the time, right?
Yeah. I think off the top of my head, what was Harry Styles showed up?
You're right.
Once.
He popped up for 2 seconons. Sean knows what we're talking about.
Patton Oswalt was a troll kind of looking guy. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's so many those after credit things that just have never played out or never paid out. Never will at this point. So
they love their mid-credit scenes that never go anywhere. They love that too, right?
Yeah. I love we know Bob Chapek was the reason this happened. Hopefully Bob Iger and Kevin Feige can fix all that, but we'll see.
I hope so. Sean, you've been biting your tongue for a second. How you feeling about this? It's been a few weeks. We're getting back in. Look at he's stretching out. He's feeling good about this. Do you think that I saw you were saying no? I could see the no on your head about Savage Hulk. But we just got Mephisto in the MCU as well. You probably saw that, right?
Fun. That was fun.
We got Mephisto.
I could talk about that a little bit too, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's not go there yet.
Do you think that the MCU is on track with this Spider-Man? Will it be everything that people are saying, or do you believe these are horrible rumors that we shouldn't listen to at all?
Maybe.
That's not it. That's not it. Get in your soapbox. You want that soapbox.
No. Listen, this is all we've done. This is what we do. We speculate for days because we have no new news. We focus on little things. We invent secret, images in the background of Instagram. AI has made, believers of all of us for the worst looking Doctor Doom Deadpool interactions I think I've ever seen. Their supposed screen leaks. Cyclops was supposed to be on Deadpool, Wolverine, all that shit. We don't know yet.
He's in Doomsday though.
Well, we'll see.
The chair's there. The chair was there.
I know about the chairs, Brian. I'm just saying. Listen,
continue. Sorry,
but the chair was empty.
I really want Battle World, that first big leak theory that we got, as in it's going to be a complete, recycling of the Thanos plot where the good guys fail and then good guys fail, bad guy wins, and then we got to rebuild up until the next movie. We know Doomsday comes, then we know we got Secret Wars. Secret Wars takes place on Battle World. It's got to happen. It's got to fucking happen. I really wish that they'd give this a shot, make things not count, just make these one-off fucking things pulling from decades and decades of lore and what ifs and Elseworlds and all these counter continuity stories that are existing, that are on the shelves, that are great stories that added something interesting and new to the character that is just not watered down for the MCU version that we have. I would love it if we get a Savage Hulk. I would love it if we get Punisher interacting with Spider-Man, a la how he did it in the Spider-Man 94 cartoon show. I want all of these things to be true. I know not all of them can be true, and the only thing we can do is hope and think and talk and imagine just what's possible. But something's going to happen somewhere between all the conjecture. Somebody's got it right. There's, enough monkeys at typewriters will eventually write Shakespeare or whatever. I'm sure that some of this shit's correct. You like that one, GR? That was for you. Anyway.
Punisher was confirmed, though. Punisher was confirmed.
I know, but I'm just saying, I want him to be like how it was in the 94 comics.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. Or 94, this show, the cartoon show. Don't fucking think for me, internet. But there's just too much. There's too much to worry about. There's too much to be concerned about. Whatever's true is whatever, and we'll see whenever the fuck this shit comes out. I don't know.
And D'Onofrio, dude, I love him as Kingpin, and he said he wouldn't be in there, but this is gonna lead the way for him to be there. I think, right? You imagine? Yes. I want him versus Spider-Man. I want him so bad. I want to see that interaction.
That's fine. Again, my whole thing with Kingpin was he was wasted in the Hawkeye thing too. Like, I get it from the comic book, that was the whole thing, but we already did that. We already used it. We showed Kate Bishop beating up on him. Like, I don't know what the hell we're doing at that. The Mephisto thing, the reveal in Ironheart was done very well. I've seen so much conjecture as to like who else has Mephisto offered deals to throughout the time, and that opens up
a lot.
Ton of retcons and ton of things. I saw before I even hopped on, I was reading something about somebody theorized, hey, I wonder if Mephisto approached Muse from Daredevil Born Again, because there's a drawing of a demonic creature that's not really explained in one of the hideouts that he's got where he's draining blood and all that shit. It's just cool. It's cool to think about. Ironheart also, I loved the reveal of Obadiah Stane's kid. I thought that was really well done. I know we're not talking about Ironheart. I know we're supposed to stay on Spider-Man. We're
talking about Marvel. It's fine. We're talking about Marvel.
Okay, good.
We're in our Marvel verse right now.
We are. But no, some of this is true. Some of it's bullshit. Everyone can come up with things. That's the whole point of all of this conjecture and discussions is, hey, what do you think is cool? Oh, I thought about this angle. And that's why we're doing what we do. So come with all the theories you've got. I'm happy to talk with them and introduce more people to the absurd knowledge that is why I can't remember my aunt's name sometimes. sometimes. Anyway,
You're
Isn't
banking
it
on
May?
Daphne. Daphne. It's Daphne. All right.
It's not Aunt May.
No.
No.
Not
Oh boy.
Not
Paul,
Aunt
did you?
May. Good call though.
It's Martha. Martha.
What is that?
It's always Martha. Paul, did you watch?
Her last name's Kent, right?
Paul, did you watch Ironheart?
No, not because I look.
It's
You don't have to watch all of
I
it.
have
I'll
seen
say that.
I have seen every Marvel property that's been released, and for some reason, I just couldn't get into wanting to watch this. I'll get to it eventually, but I did catch the clip of Mephisto. I just didn't hear good things about the show in general, but the Mephisto
The first
part was
episode's
cool.
good.
Yeah, I'll get into it. I'll get into it eventually.
Not all of it's necessary for sure.
100%. I agree with you, Sean. Not all of it's necessary at all.
It's a weird way to introduce Eric Andre into the MCU as well. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Eric Andre?
Yeah, there you go. I'll throw that one at you.
Wow. Is he Mephisto? I think it could have been better as like a mini series, like a really short 3-episode thing. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder why they make these shows 8 episodes or whatever when it feels like a lot of filler.
6. I think they are starting to learn their lesson a little bit.
That's good.
More quality versus more quality. There we go. Yeah. More quality versus
quantity.
Thank you very much. More quality, less quantity.
I gotcha.
I think they're getting it. It took a long time, but yeah, 6 episodes. I feel like you got maybe like 4.5 of decent worth stuff in there. But yeah,
they also dropped them all. Like they dropped 3 and they dropped 3 more, which meant they really didn't care about it. They were like, let's put it out there.
That was a weird strategy.
I didn't like the interface. They had like, when Tony Stark was like flying around with his AI interface, you don't see a face, but you would see her friend's face in the interface. That threw me off.
I don't like that.
It was weird. It was weird. And it was like, she's like talking, but she's there, but it was odd. And then the magic came into it out of nowhere. I'm like, why we have magic now? And now all of a sudden
that's the hood, man. Don't.
Yeah.
The hood, that's the hood.
Yeah.
The hood was actually a pretty solid miniseries when that came out, by the way.
I remember that.
That initial stories was actually pretty decent. They changed quite a bit.
I think Ramos was good too as a hood. He was good as a hood.
I will say the spinoffs and this Ironheart specifically are kind of leftovers from the previous mandate of creating as much content as possible through Bob Chapek again. And I think it's kind of the last of those. I think from now on, we're going to be getting a lot more quality over quantity, hopefully, like you said. And, I still want to check it out. I wasn't hearing great things overall.
Paul, I'm going to tell you something.
It wasn't great, though.
Yeah. GR wasn't excited about it either. GR was like, what are we watching right now? I told GR to watch it, Paul. And he's like, why'd you tell me to watch this? But I also forgot, Paul, that it was even coming out. I was like talking to a friend.
Wow.
And we were talking about Superman. We're talking about Fantastic Four. And he's like, don't worry about it. Ironheart's coming out next week. I'm like, Ironheart's coming out next week? What's Ironheart? I'm thinking about Wonder Man. He says, no, Ironheart. I'm like, oh shit, Ironheart. And he got into me because they weren't advertising it. Because they weren't really thrilled by it.
Yeah.
They didn't really care.
They shot it like in 2020, like a ridiculous long time ago.
It
was years
ago for a long time.
They waited on it. They waited on it because I think they weren't sold on it. Again, it's obscure character. I think the acting was great. I liked a lot of the acting, but I think it was like obscure character. Of course, you already announced that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Iron Man, and you have another Iron Man kind of coming out. Well, he's Doomsday, but he's going to be Iron Man. Let's be real. He's going to be Iron Man at some point. We know he's. Come on. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. There will be an Iron Man variation of him still happening. I'm just going to say it.
Maybe.
I'm going to say it. So I think they didn't believe in it. So it is what it is. I think the Mephisto thing was great. I think that Spider-Man, though, there's a lot of rumors about all these characters, like the Hulk, also, you have Punisher now. It's like there's a lot they're throwing in there. I hope D'Onofrio pops up as Kingpin at one point. I'd love to see that. I think Daredevil next season will be better than the first season. And I really believe that. I think they got some great people involved with that now, and I hope they have the trajectory set forth to fix all that. I hope so. And do less of these spin-offs. We don't need all that, right, Paul? We don't need all that. It's too much.
Tell good stories, do it well, give us some quality, yeah.
I think if you have a good story, if you have a good reason to make a spinoff, then sure, do it. It's just, again, I think these mandates to make more content for the sake of content was what kind of drove the brand into the dirt. And now they got to pull themselves out. And I really feel like Fantastic Four is going to be something special. I saw the trailer in the theater last night at the IMAX. Oh. And it's one thing to watch it on a screen at home on a phone or whatever. It was really beautiful. Like everything looked great in that movie, and the jokes are landing. I don't know. I really love the fact that they're concentrating on everyone being family. It's a family movie. It's the Marvel's first family. They're not superheroes. They're scientists who happen to be family, and I think we're really getting that. And I think Marvel needs to do more of that. I would say the best thing they need to do is more Marvel one-shots like Werewolf by Night. Absolutely. And the upcoming Punisher.
More of that stuff.
I want to see more of that. Yeah, yeah.
That would be really cool to see them give a shit about that.
I would love that.
But that's even more. That's even more like dangling plot threads that they just probably have no plan for, which is
probably not. It's fine if they don't leave it hanging. Just have a complete story.
Tie it up, let it be.
Yeah.
Like I thought I'm glad you brought that up, because that was just like it was the one thing. It dropped. It was nice. It was a stylized thing. You could tell like they put some good thought into it and some good care. It was fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's funny you said about the theater experience though too, because GR and I saw was a Jurassic World last week, and the trailer came out during that of Fantastic Four. And we were both kind of the same way. We both watched it. I looked at GR, and GR was like, "Yeah, this looks so much better on the big screen." GR, remember that? I was like, "It looks so much better on the big screen." I'm like, "This makes me want to see it more." Which I think that's what's going to help a lot of people, right?
I can't argue with that. I mean, it looks totally different there than it did on here.
Yeah. And I think that, at the end of the day, Marvel has a little bit of catching up. DC, I think DC's starting a lot with Superman and trying to branch off. And I think that Marvel's going to be playing catch up. I think they're going to be playing catch up a little bit, because Superman, I think, is going to do great numbers for DCU. And hopefully the Fantastic Four can catch up. But the DCU has a lot of stuff happening, guys. And now another actor's coming forward, wants to be involved, guys. That leads me to our feature story of the night. I wish I had queued up a flash. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, defender of the universe. But I did it myself. So Grant Gustin, guys, has come forward. He was actually recently asked during a fan event if he was able to be cast in James Gunn's DCU, who would he want? And immediately he's like, Flash. And which is funny, because he kind of was like kind of over it after 9 seasons of the CW. And, I almost kind of feel like he would fit into this universe more than Ezra Miller's Flash. But Ezra Miller is coming back as well. Did a whole interview saying they are, upset about what they went through. They've understood. They've gone through the gauntlet. They understand what they've done wrong, and they're trying to come back. But Ezra Miller will never be back in this new DCU. I know Snyder fans want that. They're probably excited about the Snyderverse still existing. I get what you're saying, but I know Superman's going to spawn off a whole new universe. Can Grant Gustin actually fit in this universe? I don't know. I feel like we might want to get somebody else. Get somebody new to put into this universe to be the Flash. You have new cast as it is coming in. So, why don't we try something different? I like him as Flash. I think he's good. But if we're moving forward with Corn Sweat, with a whole new world, we got to find somebody else. I almost feel like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Maybe we just not. You had your time. You had your place. I liked it when it was. You gave up on the Flash. Let the Flash die in the CW and let the new Flash rise again, because we will have a new Flash. But maybe I'm different. Maybe people don't agree with me. Maybe they love him so much they want him back. Superman's out, guys. People are already saying that Superman. Okay, before I go into the panel, people are saying that Superman's woke because James Gunn had an interview where he said that Superman's an immigrant that comes to the new world. This is the whole thing, that Superman came to the universe and he's like trying to find his way. He's calling it the story of America, about someone that came from a different country, different world, different universe, and is finding his way and finding kindness. He was lost, and now he's coming here. And to me personally, when I hear this, I laugh. I'm like, why don't you just watch the movie and look at it that way? And don't listen to whatever James Gunn says. He's talking about, again, look at Snyder. He's like, he's an alien that crash landed and he became Superman. It's the same thing. He's an alien that landed here, that found his way. He embodied the red, white, and blue and was about hope and drive and aspirations and going after the American dream. That's what Superman's supposed to be. And when people start saying it's woke, I'm like, come on, he's Superman. He is hope, not woke. He's hope. So when I hear that, I'm like, please stop. He also said that he loves that Batman script, so that's good for James Gunn. I hope that Batman script's good. But guys, what do we think? DCU. We talk about Marvel. We got to talk about the DCU. Look at Paul. He's put his hands and his face already about this.
It's so frustrating, man. People that say woke and use it in that way, I mean, what are you talking about? Like he's saying factual things about a character, and people are like, "Oh, that's not really the character." I don't know what people want anymore. Like they want Superman to be, I don't know, not Superman. They want Homelander. They want Homelander from The Boys. They want, I don't know, manufactured. Like it's just so weird. And I was listening to Fox News, unfortunately, earlier today, talk about how it was just ridiculous. They were putting this agenda in the movie. I'm like, the agenda that he's an immigrant?
That's who he is.
That's who he is.
That's who he is.
It's so, I just wanted to put my head through a wall. Like, what are you talking about?
People want to fight just to fight sometimes. And I honestly, at the end of the day, like, I think the best thing about Superman is he's supposed to be like a symbol for like how we can be better and how we should be the best versions of ourselves. And he's always been that. The Zack Snyder films took a sidestep to that for a long time because it was like more dark and broody and all of that. And it lost that Christopher Reeves type feel. But I hear it, Paul. I haven't seen it yet. You have. Do you think that we're going back to the Christopher Reeves universe, and if people think that, they should stop, go to a theater and watch and give it a chance? Or do you think that, you know, maybe James Gunn had a different agenda planned?
I mean, if his agenda was to show that Superman is a beacon of light and hope and joy, yeah, he nailed that agenda. I as far as like an agenda beyond that, I don't know. I guess you could talk about the definition of immigrant, I guess, or whatever that means. But that's what Superman is. He comes from another. I'm gonna not curse.
He comes from man. We're live.
He comes from another planet. He didn't have his papers. He's an immigrant. I don't know the way to.
And an illegal one is that.
He's illegal. Whatever that means. And you know, it's just ridiculous. James Gunn's like one of the best filmmakers working today, and I in my opinion, without spoilers, this is the best superhero comic book movie I've ever seen in my life. And we came out of that movie like thinking it's going to make $1 billion. Like, that's how it felt. And,
it felt like that, really. It's a big statement, Paul.
Yeah, and maybe not, but it feels that way. And it's nice to have a little hope in the world right now because we don't have a lot of that.
I love that, though, because that's what Superman's supposed to be, is hope and drive and American dream and all that, you know? Yeah. Like someone that comes from a small town that rises up and he's fighting for America. That's what he's all. You know, they were saying like the whole world, of course, like the American dream, the humanity and all of that. But I keep hearing that people keep saying that it makes you want to believe in we're a great people, like, overall, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can sit there and have this pessimistic view of the world, and I honestly think a lot of the characters in the movie have that opinion and that feeling, and I think that's why Superman stands out amongst them, because he he does things that most people do not care about. He protects all life. He cares about everybody. Empathy is now looked at today in general as something as weak, and he sees it as a strength. And I think more people need to look at that and look at themselves and be like, am I living up to this standard of being a good person? And David Cornsweet brought that. He brought the vulnerability of Superman, Clark Kent, whatever you want to call him. And there's just this feeling of joy throughout the movie that he brings, this aw shucks feeling, And I don't know. A lot of people want the Henry Cavill Superman, and I'm like,
it's a big movement.
He was just not my Superman. If he's your Superman, great. I think he is a very good-looking guy. He looks like Superman, but I never felt like he was Superman. Not the Superman that I know from the comics, and I thought that's what I got.
Could you see Grant Gustin working with him as a Flash Superman dynamic, or do you think this is just an actor hoping to be cast in something?
I would love to see Grant Gustin come back in some form as like a news reporter or something and just show up as a cameo. I don't see him as the Flash. Honestly, I got really, I don't know if you watched the last few seasons of The Flash.
I did.
They're really bad. They're really bad.
It was tough to finish.
People have a lot of opinions about Grant Gustin as the Flash. He was great, but those first few seasons are where it was the peak. Like after that, it just went downhill, in my opinion.
And I think that, of course, he's going to say like, "Oh, I want to come back." Of course he does now that James Gunn's launching this whole universe. And I get that. And I think he gave a lot to the Flash universe. But personally, too, I feel the same way you do. I'm like, you had your time, you had your place. It was great. You gave a lot. Yeah. And, you accept that for what it was. It'd be like what happened with Smallville. Like, he was Superman at that time. That was great for him. And, you move on.
Yeah, bring back the one from the movie, the last Flash movie. We need to move on from that. No, we're not bringing Ezra Miller back. We're not bringing Ezra Miller back either. Yeah,
that's a sore subject for Sean. Sean said June can't come soon enough, and June came, and it went so fast.
For the movie. And then we were all disappointed and everything because it was a big laugh, a big goof 'em up. Anyway,
yeah.
No shade. No shade.
No shade. GR, how you feel about
Brian,
this?
I think what happened with this whole woke bullshit is people forget this is a land of make-believe. And they're trying to take today's political bullshit, and I don't care what party you believe in, and apply that to a movie about a guy that didn't exist. For Christ's sakes, guys, lighten up. It's a movie.
Yeah. And really, GR, it's supposed to be like making us smile and laugh and have a good time back at cinemas. And it's Superman. How long have you loved Superman, GR? Let me ask you that question.
Well, I go back to shit. What was I? The first time I saw a cartoon of Superman, I think I was 3.
There you go. So,
and that was 67 years ago. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
I wasn't going to date you. And he was always a symbol of hope for everybody and how we can be the best version of ourselves. So I always loved Superman. And if James Gunn can encapsulate all of that and make you feel that again, like you're that kid again, isn't that enough to make you smile and go watch a movie?
Well, that's why we're going tomorrow, isn't it?
That's why we're going.
To enjoy something?
Yeah. Do you feel that?
And who knows? I may be this time tomorrow. I could be eating my words, Brian.
You're gonna be eating your words tomorrow, G. I'm saying right now, you're gonna be eating your words. You're gonna be like, James Gunn is the man. I'm gonna have you sign something.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I may say he did. I might say he didn't shoot a blank.
Yep. How about Grant Gustin, CW Flash? You think he should be in this whole universe?
No, get some new person. A new actor and give him a shot.
Yeah, and he kind of got sick of it doing it too, which I get after 9 seasons. But he still looks good as Flash.
He had a 10-year run. Let's move on.
That's what happens. I mean, that's what happens to actors, right, Sean? They have an opportunity, they do it for a long time, and they move on.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Nothing wrong with that.
You haven't seen Superman yet either. That's all this whole universe we're talking about.
Sorry.
But do you think that Grant Gustin could fit into the James Gunn verse? Do you think that James Gunn would even consider him to be back as Superman?
I think if he's back, okay.
I mean, Flash in that universe.
Yeah. I think if he comes back, it could be like a little cameo, a little nod, like they did with, when they had the original Flash actor from that show up in his show, right? And they did the Flash of Two Worlds thing. That'll be a fun little nod to it. I don't think just because he played the character doesn't mean he's should have it or gets to have it or has a leg up on whatever. If the guy wants to do it, have him give it a shot though. But yeah, I didn't watch any of that Flash. I didn't watch any of that CW stuff. And
so you didn't see the crossover event? You didn't see that when they actually met?
Because they did tease it as an Elseworlds, and I go, oh, you have my attention. And then I looked at the costumes, and I go, what the fuck are we doing here?
One more time for you right here. There's that costume, and then
it's a little bulky. I'll be honest. That head, something's going on with that head. That poor man. And then
you see them together.
That whole scene was the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. That was just trying to sell tickets to Justice League at that point. Honestly,
it's amazing they did that, though, Sean. Right? It's amazing they actually did it.
It is amazing, and if Grant Gustin gets to come back for whatever James Gunn's got, go for it. I don't really know how Flash fits into any of James Gunn's plans. I'm not even sure if he's mentioned the character at this point either. This could all be just conjecture again. The man has made himself like chronically available to everything. That's not exactly true, Edward.
The power of running. I love that. The power. Exactly that's true. The power of running.
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what the plans are. I'm not against it. I don't think he's owed it, but I am very much for, if we are trying to do a clean break, get some new talent in there, except for Viola Davis. Let her do it until she wants to stop. That's fine.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
I got your back, Viola. Anyway,
as you're in the eve of Superman launching too, you hear what Paul's saying. He's excited about the reviews are out there. It's like audience is like 96%. I see on Rotten Tomatoes, which never always gauge it on that, but I like to watch that too. 86%. There's also
the recency bias of it, right? Like I think that there's also been a huge. Reddit constantly is telling me that there's this huge coordinated effort for people to try and destroy this Superman before it's even out, and it's all these.
The Snyderverse is going after them too.
I don't give a shit. Like these things can exist, and they can. It's great that you like this one. It's fine if you like the other one, but these characters are universal, and they can be adapted and will be adapted long after until we are dead. So it's okay.
There's a real Superman on the right.
Sure. Yeah. I nothing wrong with Christopher Reeves. That's fine. Quest for Peace was a mistake, but that's okay.
It was a choice. That's what it was, Sean. It was a choice.
I was just talking about that one.
Right, Paul. It was a fucking choice.
You grow up. You have the characters that you grow up seeing. Hell, you know what? If you had asked me, 30 some odd years ago, I would have told you Dean Kane's my Superman. All right.
No, you wouldn't have. That's a lie. You would never tell me.
Lois and Clark. Come on, that was a hell of a. The chemistry was amazing. I was very young.
It was great chemistry.
But no.
But you're a Superman.
What?
But your Superman was Dean
George
Kane.
Reeves.
That was a whole joke. But like when I'm 8, it's not like I've got an affinity for understanding of the Christopher Reeve Supermans, right? I'm just watching whatever the fuck my parents are putting on the television at that point.
That's true.
Regardless of what that man has done and how many times he's gotten a DUI. I don't know. Grant Gustin, go for it, buddy. Go for it. It's okay.
I don't think...
what I'm saying, just fucking again. I've made this argument so many times. Appreciate the fact that we exist in a world where we get these kind of stories, that they adapt these kind of characters for us, and it's amazing that the amount of content is out there for people like me, which you couldn't have said in the 80s, early 90s, or something like that, right? You couldn't imagine where we could be today based on what we were getting back then, and it's amazing. And there's accessible characters for everyone. They have made a mountain of strides to make things more diverse and more acceptable to younger audiences, and I think that's fine. That is perfectly fine. You look, you can find a Superman for you. You look, you can find a DC universe for you, and we got to see how James Gunn plays it out. That's the short.
I agree, man.
All right.
I agree.
Soapbox is over. There you go.
The soapbox is over, he says.
Soapbox is over, my man.
As the only person in the room that has seen Superman, Paul, tell the people right now why they should watch Superman.
Ooh.
And how you feel about how James Gunn has found a new way to present Superman to a new generation.
Well, no pressure.
No pressure.
I think the reason people should see Superman is, first of all, give it a chance. Don't go in with expectations of what you want Superman to be. Just see it as is, and I think going in with an open mind is really something that a lot of people don't do nowadays. But I think this is bringing back a form of entertainment that we haven't seen in a while, where it's just full of joy and hope, and we haven't seen that in a Superman movie since the Christopher Reeve films. And I personally think that the DC universe has been saved. And if you like comic books, if you like James Gunn, if you like things that are quirky and weird, you're going to get that in this movie. And you're not going to get a by the numbers necessarily film. And it's all the better for it.
Love that, Paul.
Excited, man. Very excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for Grant Gustin. I don't think he's going to get that role. Sorry, Grant Gustin. But I am excited about Superman. So thank you, Paul. I appreciate you bringing that forward. Anything that you want to say before we leave off? That one thing you're going to be excited about that's not spoiler? One thing. I'll attack you from across the screen.
Yeah,
I will
crypto
just kidding.
is everything.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Crypto is everything.
Good.
Dog lovers will want to see this movie.
I can see the little twinkle in your eye.
I'm excited for it too, guys. Thank you as always, Paul. Thank you for being here. I'm excited for Superman. I'm excited for Grant Gustin. I hope he gets a chance. At least let him audition. Give him a chance.
Shot.
Why?
Why not?
Well, give him a chance.
Why not?
Why not? He's put 9 years in, GR. Give him a chance to audition. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
He's so yesterday.
Well, yesterday is tomorrow, which is today. Woo. Superman's out, guys. Check it out. We're seeing it tomorrow.
Whatever.
Grant Gustin wants to be back as Flash. We don't believe it, guys. You tell me what you think. I want to know what you guys think at the end of the day. Will you want him to be Flash again? Let me know. Are you excited about Superman? Let me know.
Yes.
And we'll be back on Friday to talk about that. But thank you for being here. As always, on Kruse Control, guys. Woo! Paul, thank you for being here, man. Hope you had a good time. Good to have you back, Paul. It's been way too long.
Happy to have been here. Was fun.
Paul, again, anything going on you want to tell us about in your world that you want to push, talk about, promote? Let me know.
Yeah, I'm just an LA actor and a video editor. And if you want to see some of my work, go to paulallandixon.com.
Awesome. And guys, we love Paul. Thanks for being back, man. Appreciate you as always.
Thanks, man.
Happy to see you back on Kruse Control. It's been too long.
Hell yeah.
Make it happen
It's
again.
been too long. Yeah. I'll be back in a flash.
In a flash. Like GR's favorite person ever, GR. Thanks for being here, man, as always.
My pleasure, Brian.
Have a good night, GR.
It was some good takes on that on some interesting subjects.
You're going to change your top. You're going to change your opinion on Superman. I know it already. You're going to change your opinion.
Well, I don't know about the dog part, but maybe.
We'll see. Sean, do you believe he's going to change his takes?
No.
Good to have you back, Mr. Sean Sutherland.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, GR. Thank you, Chad,
Don't you call
for
me
allowing me to
'cause
do
I
this.
can't go.
What a blast I had today, especially with all those. The technical issues seem like they happened 2 weeks ago, but they happened today. So thank you.
That's great. We forgot about completely, man. As always.
Never know.
Good to see you back, Sean. As always.
Thank you.
Good to have you guys all back. Lots of fun. Thank you, Ed Hyde. Thank you all in the chat. Queen, of course, happy to have you. Queen, oh Queen, we love you, Queen, so much. Secret Agent Man, thank you for being here, guys. Everybody out there tonight, thank you for being a part of Kruse Control. We keep growing because of you guys. It comes down to you. Please keep spreading that word. We're at 18.1 subscribers. Thank you so much. The numbers keep going up. Please spread the word. Be back again on Friday. I'll be live tomorrow on King of the Kruse, tomorrow on TikTok. Check me out there. If you guys haven't joined me there in that live TikTok show, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m., I am live. And also still running for president. I'm on the ballot for local president of LA for SAG-AFTRA, guys. I'm on the ballot. And I have 2 days for national. If it doesn't happen, it's cool. I will still start here. I will take care of LA, and we'll move to national in 2 years if I don't get on that ballot, because we got to take care of this business. We got to help our members, and we got to start building Hollywood back so our members can work, thrive, drive into the future, and actually make this a living, guys. So thank you for being here on Kruse Control. Appreciate it as always. Have a great night. Happy Superman week, everybody. We'll see you back on Friday for our open spoilers of Superman, but you got to keep spreading that love to your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmas and grandparents who made friends with Peppy one day, and they also brought the party, guys. I can't do it tonight. Have a great night. We'll see you back on Friday. Take care of yourself in a long week. I appreciate you as always. Keep spreading that love, that joy, and of course, the one thing we'll say to the day, that hope. Have a great night. Until next time, everybody. See ya.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. If you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.